Oh yeah, y'all. Feeling good, looking good, reaching that goal. Here we go. Good morning, guys. Classical Chris back with you again today. As you just saw in that little video there, pretty much reached a goal right there, meaning being about 177 and a half pounds. I was at 175 Sunday morning. I gained 2 pounds. I think it's because of the extra protein I'm eating. I don't know, maybe the scale just isn't perfectly accurate. So we'll call it kind of center that, kind of, get the balance there, say about 176. And I'm down now since mid-January from about 210 pounds down to 175. So guys, I am feeling amazing. My heart works a lot better. I'm able to work out almost twice as long in the gym now, and I sleep better, everything. I just feel really, really good. So, and that's what I was thinking about today, guys, about today's video. I was thinking, let's talk about getting our goals in order and then figuring out how to achieve those goals, whether it's nutrition, but especially with it being Classical Chris here, we're going to talk about music goals and how to attain those. So stay tuned for today's video. I'm going to get some breakfast because I am starving, so I'm going to make myself my delicious chocolatey power smoothie. So that's what I want to talk with you all about today. What are your goals, your musical goals? Sure, we have all types of goals in our lives. Maybe how much we want to weigh, how much we want to be able to lift, how much money we want to make by a certain age. Maybe there's a certain girl you want to meet, guys. That sort of thing. Again, there are so many different goals, but I want to focus on musical goals, obviously, this being a music kind of based channel here. When you're first getting started playing the guitar, it can be very, very overwhelming just choosing what book do I use, what guitar do I buy, what do I do? There's a lot of questions that you can ask yourself, and we're going to go over a bunch of those things. This is one of the things I want to do with this kind of series is, what do I do? How do I get started? That sort of thing. So today what I want to focus on, guys, is method books and what can you do to get started. Now, I don't like to sound like a used car salesman, y'all, but you really do need to kind of pick somebody to work with. Pick a professional, find somebody, a local professional if you so desire, someone in your area that you can talk to, look at, have him or her actually work with you. But let's just do a little something right now. Let's figure out what books are good, what books are not good, and what books are good for other sorts of applications. All right, so check it out, guys. First, I want to go over method books. These are books that are actually going to take you from the very beginning. I mean, you don't even know how to hold a guitar properly. Let's say that's where you are right now, and you need some guidance to actually just get to know how to hold the thing, just to do the most basic of movements and things like that. That's what we're going to do right now. These are called method books. A few that I use with my students, I really like the Christopher Parkening method book because it takes you right from the start. So right from the beginning, guys, hopefully you can see this a little bit. It talks about tuning the guitar, holding the guitar, if you're a man or a woman, bunch of different angles. It even shows you the parts of the guitar. A lot of good stuff. The rest stroke and the free stroke, how to do that. The very fundamentals of music notation, so you get quarter notes, half notes, all that stuff, the rests and everything like that, so you get a little bit of music theory in there, some rhythm studies, and then right off the bat, you start working with just the open strings and just playing some little solo studies, little one-line things, and even some duets so you and your teacher can play along so you feel like you're playing some music right off the bat. It's a really, really good book. One of the ones that I've used for a long, long time and has helped my playing out a lot has been the Julio Segreras Guitar Lessons book. This is books 1 through 3. It's one book, but books 1 through 3 are in it. And then there's also a 4 through 6, which is obviously much more advanced. This is a book that takes you right from the beginning. It assumes that you can kind of read music, but it's very didactic in that what you have here is, you probably can't see this, guys, but under each of the notes, there's a little number with a circle, and that just indicates the string that you're going to play. And there's a little number next to it that's not circled, and that's just telling you if you're right-handed, then you're going to be fretting notes with your left hand, so it's the left-hand finger number. And then it gives you the right-hand finger number that it wants you to, or right-hand finger it wants you to use, whether it's P, I, M, or A. So this is a really great book. These little graded lessons that kind of take you through all the basic techniques of Spanish guitar and that sort of thing. It's a fantastic book. Another bedrock book that I think is fantastic, and not just because I'm the grandson of this book, is this book, Catharologus by Ricardo Isnola. This is a book that I work out of, guys, every single day, and I mean that. Every single day I practice, I do, say 20 to 30 minutes out of this book. It reads like a manual from the 1950s. It's boring as anything. But my goodness, what it does is it breaks down your techniques. You can tell how old this book is. I got pages falling out. It breaks it down from the most basic of techniques, how to articulate just things with your right hand, things with your left hand, all the techniques that we do as guitar players: hammer-ons, pull-offs, extensions, double notes, arpeggios, tremolo, repeated chords, rasgueado even. This is a great book. All right, so that brings me to my next point. So we've gone past the method books, the ones that really, really break down the techniques and take you right from the beginning. And now we have, the next thing is we have books of actual pieces of music, studies, books of studies written by different composers. As you can see, some of them I use so much the covers fall off. So it's what happens when you have books for a long time. They get messed up a little bit. So this one's by Napoleon Costa. Some great, great etudes here. Very romantic. He was writing in the late 1800s. He was also nicknamed the Chopin of the guitar. So you're getting some interesting techniques, some interesting ways of playing the guitar, of approaching the guitar, some different harmonies and things like that. Again, it's very romantic sounding. You have your pieces or your books by Francisco Tárrega, so you get a lot of Spanish music, and there are studies in here as well. Of course, no guitarist is complete without the complete Sor studies. Fernando Sor, the great classical era guitar composer, and this is all of his studies in here. But even at this, guys, even these early studies and these beginner studies, if you don't know how to read music, if you don't know how to hold the guitar, how to play properly, the very, very basic fundamentals, it's like going to a football game and you've never played football before, and they strap a bunch of pads on you and they say, okay, we're going to run this route, and you look at them going, what? I don't even know what you just said, right? You got to know the most basic things. You have to know how to set up. You have to square up. You have to do all this sort of stuff. So there's a lot of preparation involved, even in just playing the most basic of pieces. But this is really kind of the way to get started. This is the way to set those goals. And so that's what we want to talk about next, is achieving those goals. So talking about reaching goals, guys, and attaining those goals. First thing you want to do, and I'm sure you've seen this in other YouTube videos, and maybe even your parents or your friends have told you this. First thing you want to do, guys, is write them down. Once you have them on paper and you can visualize them, then you start to see those goals, those things, as a list of things to do. It's a to-do list. Maybe you're waking up one day and you don't have much to do that day. Maybe you're still looking for a job, or maybe it's summer break right now for you and you're off school right now and you're waking up at the crack of 10 a.m. and you're like, oh, no, I don't have much to do today. Write a list down. Write a list down. Give yourself little goals to achieve each day, and you will be amazed at how much better you feel. You want to do the same thing about playing your music. You want to write down, why do I want to learn how to play the guitar? Because obviously we're focusing on the guitar here. What is your end goal? Is your end goal to meet girls? That's great. You know, so maybe your goal is to learn how to play enough guitar to learn how to play chords and to do that sort of stuff. Maybe to play some, I don't know, just some kind of popular kind of indie music, that sort of thing. Great. Maybe you want to be able to play jazz. Well, then you got to go and you got to figure out how to do that. And that's a great goal to have too. If it's classical music, then you have to write down, okay, well, what do I want to be able to do? Do I want to sound like these guys that can just go all over the place and doing that sort of thing? Or do I want to just be good enough to be able to satisfy my own desire to kind of play some music, have some fun with it, and who knows, maybe even take a couple classes in college, or just to have it as a nice little avocation? Because think of it this way, guys, in the long term. If you can learn how to play some chords, learn how to play songs, especially if you can hone those skills more into the jazz or classical realm, which will help you with the pop and the rock kind of music, you can turn this around and make some money with it. It is a worthwhile investment to take the time and honestly to spend the money to take lessons, because those skills that you can learn and achieve, well, then you can turn around and you can start getting gigs at local breweries, local clubs, maybe doing even weddings and things like that if you decide to go down a jazz or especially a classical route. So you can think of this as like an investment in yourself. So remember to put that down as the goal too, that you're investing in yourself. You're not just doing this just to do it. There's always a purpose and a goal behind things. And that's what I want you guys to see with that. So I have with me again my friend and student at times, Corey here. You've seen him before. We've played chess together. In fact, we're going to be playing some chess in a couple of minutes after we film this segment right here. So Corey is a phenomenal student, and he has been taking both classical and recently he's been taking jazz lessons with me. And so you can listen to me all day long talk about goals, and all that sort of stuff, but I think it'd be really cool if you hear it from someone who's actually taken formal lessons and let him tell you about his experience with that. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
When I first talked to Chris about wanting to play classical guitar, I think one of my goals initially was to just broaden my knowledge of the guitar. I've been playing since I was probably 9 years old, and I focused mostly on just playing rock and metal and different types of just popular music. And I've tried to touch on classical before and jazz and never really had any success with it. I've tried looking at like YouTube videos and all that kind of stuff, and I was never able to really even push myself enough to learn it. It was just a very difficult style of guitar to learn. And so I talked to Chris about it. I learned that he was a classical guitar player, and I was like, oh, that actually sounds like it'd be fun to take lessons with him. So I decided to try him out, and I really saw improvement in not just, well, classical guitar itself, but also other things I was playing as well. So just my initial goal was just to broaden my knowledge of guitar, but eventually it turned into just having fun and just being able just to have fun with playing different styles of guitar, and just learning different even artists and songs that I never knew before. And so eventually I got to the point where I felt fairly satisfied with my classical guitar playing. Of course I could learn more, and I definitely want to maybe one day, but jazz was also another thing I was interested in, and that was mostly just because I wanted to, well, again, like just broaden my knowledge.
Hey man, thanks so much for
yeah, of course,
for doing that. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
So here I am, guys, in the car again. Like I said, always driving to my students' houses or some place for them to meet me. As you know, I said in videos past, I really enjoy meeting people at their house. It's really nice to be able to go in there where they're comfortable and just able to be themselves, feel at home, obviously. No pun intended there. But it's just a very relaxed, comfortable environment. And talking about, people who are, setting goals and having goals for themselves, I'm getting ready to go over to, he is my oldest student right now. He's a 68-year-old man. He's a retired nurse anesthetist. Yeah, the guy's very, very smart. And when he retired 5 years ago or so, actually it's been about 6 years now, he retired at 62, he determined that he wanted to take piano lessons. And so he took a course of mine at the local community college I was teaching there, just kind of a beginner piano class. And lo and behold, he gets in my class, and here we are. I gave him one of my business cards, and he called me up about lessons, and we've been working together ever since for these last, I guess, five and a half years now. And the man had a goal in mind. He wanted to learn how to play the piano. And at one time, he really didn't, know much at all about music, really didn't have much of a sense of rhythm or anything like that, and was really starting from brand new. And he sought me out, and now he's playing music that he never thought he would. He's playing blues piano, he's playing popular songs, he's playing classical pieces, he's playing Bach pieces, he's playing, Mozart pieces, he's doing all this stuff. And man, I am so proud of this guy. And if it's possible, I'm gonna introduce you to him. Right, very nice. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my friend and longtime student, Mr. Ralph Smith. And man, oh man, he is an inspiration. This man is a retired nurse anesthetist, a genius of a man.
Retired skydiver.
Served his country honorably. And I'll tell you, man, this is a guy that I just, for years now, have been just so blessed to be able to come to his home and to teach him how to play this piano and this new goal that he has. We're working on all kinds of things today. So yeah, Ralph and I are going to be working on some classical music now, some Ignaz Pleyel, a little minuet action. We were doing some popular music earlier, and we're even getting into the blues. We're playing some blues music, so we're swinging those eighth notes and that sort of thing. So having a great time here. Ralph here is doing a great job. We've done all kinds of stuff over the years together, and I just wanted to put him on film and introduce him to all of y'all, because here's a man who, in his later 60s, still setting new goals for himself, still crushing it every single day, still just living life and loving life, and he's an inspiration. And I just want to say thank you very much, Ralph.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yes. It's great. It's just another reason why I love what I do. Oh, and here's his cat Jammers.
Jammer, yeah, lap cat.
The genuine lap cat. She always comes up and sits on my lap or does that because she just loves to hang out and hear the music too. It's all good. Dude has got quite the story to tell. Quite the story to tell. He is pretty awesome guy. So, and he's really is killing it on the piano, doing a great job, playing classical music, playing some popular music, and then we just ended with some blues music and that sort of thing. So here I am on my way home right now. All kinds of traffic on the road. Schools are back in session, which is so good and so necessary. These kids need to be in school. So I got the school buses and all that stuff going and everything like that. A little road work action. So all good stuff. All good stuff. Heading back, getting some lunch. I'm gonna be ready for my late afternoon students. All right, guys, kind of wrapping up the night here, and made some dinner in the Instant Pot, made some chicken stir fry, and yeah, my mouth is watering. I wish you were in here right now, smelling these amazing smells. Oh, I'm gonna make you even more jealous, and I'm gonna get a close up on this in a second. But before I do that, I want to introduce you to my main man here, Cole.
What's up?
Cole is the reason that you are watching these videos and you're enjoying them so much, because he is the master behind, well, me just being on camera. He's the man that's putting all of this together. He is the computer whiz, the videographer whiz, and looks like he's going to be moving down to the Atlanta area in the near future.
Seems like it.
Yeah, he's going to try to make a career in film, which I think he definitely has the ability to do so.
Well, thank you, Chris.
So, I mean, this guy's awesome, man. So you're not going to see him behind or in front of the camera too much, but he is the brains behind, well, maybe I can call it the brawn. Why not? What the heck? The musical brawn. So we're going to get to eating. I'm going to make you guys a little bit more jealous, and we're going to wrap this day up. All right, guys, like I said, I'm going to make you a little jealous here. Open this Instant Pot up. Oh, I love that song. Oh, and that little song right there lets me know that food is about to get into my belly. Oh, look at this, chicken stir fry. I made the mistake, guys. I put the broccoli in while it was pressure cooking, and like some of the other people on YouTube said, it turned to mush. So I have like broccoli soup in there, but that's okay, because I've got some really other good things. Got some asparagus, some different colored peppers, plenty of chicken, got mushrooms. Man, guys, this is going to be amazing. One last little thing to show you over here in this lovely cast iron skillet I got as a gift from a friend. Yeah, that thing's hot. That's right, I'm really cooking here, people. I'm really cooking here. In here, got some cauliflower rice. Oh man, that is good stuff. Got some garlic flavored cauliflower rice. Oh, and I'll tell you guys, we are ready to chow down. You ready to chow down, Cole?
The best part is I get half of this meal too.
That's right. That's what happens when you come over my house, guys. I feed you. I'm Italian, you know. My family came from Italy and Greece, but mostly Italy. And when people come to my house, you are my guest. And I want to feed you, and I don't want to keep feeding you, because I want you to stick around for a while. Because that's how we do it in the Classical Chris house.
He makes the best.
I do what I can.
Went to a Mexican restaurant and I got the greatest burrito I've ever had in my entire life. Made Chipotle look like Taco Bell.
Oh yeah.
It's done me good. It's so good.
All right, guys. We got our plates. We are ready to dig in. We are both famished. We are ready to get some of this goodness in our bellies.
I'm so ready.
I'm so ready. Cole,
Let's do it.
let's taste this stuff. A little bit of chicken, a little bit of asparagus. This thing is still boiling
It
hot.
is very hot. You're kidding me. He's done it again. Oh,
Tell you what, guys, that's right. Be
wish you were here.
Yes. Be the multi be the multifaceted man. Play your music, go to the gym, learn how to cook. Yeah, you'll be quite a catch. So, with that, guys, thanks so much for watching today. I really appreciate you. If you enjoy more of this content, please give me a thumbs up. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel because I would love to get more content out to you guys. Leave a comment. Why not? Say hello. Be a good time.
We'll say hi back.
I will say hi back. You know, it's all good. Well, hey, you all take it easy. We're going to dig into this.
We can't wait.
Take care.